Okay, today we're going to be covering rational equations for Algebra 1. This comes from a homework set in middle school in Palm Beach County. So we have 6 over the quantity k plus 3 equals 10 over the quantity k minus 9. The easiest way to do this is to cross multiply these. Right, so if we have a fraction a over b equals c over d, we can write that as a times d equals b times c. So in our case, 6 times the quantity k minus 9 is equal to 10 times the quantity k plus 3. Right, so now we can distribute the 6 over here to get 6k minus 54 equals 10k plus 30. Now we're going to collect like terms, or actually we're going to subtract 6k from both sides. These will cancel here, and we will get negative 54 is equal to 4k plus 30. Subtract our 30, subtract our 30. Negative 84 is equal to 4k. Divide both sides by 4. This is supposed to be a 4k, so we divide both sides by 4. They cancel, and I get negative 21 equals k. So then we put that back into our original equation here. So that's 6 over negative 21 plus 3 is negative 18. So we're going to test, is that equal to 10 over negative 21, so minus 9, which is negative 30, and we'll get negative 1/3 equals negative 1/3. So that works. This set also goes over excluded answers or values, and what that means is right, if we did the algebra correctly, then it should be a legitimate solution unless it makes the denominator equal to 0. So if we do the algebra and we get negative 3, that's why we sub our value back in, because if ever you're dividing by 0, then it's not a real solution. Okay, so for this one we're going to go ahead and add our 7 to both sides, and I will get 15 over v plus 1, let's see if I can curl that 5, equals negative 5. So the easiest way to solve this is to multiply both sides by the denominator v plus 1. They'll cancel here. I'll get 15 equals, I'll go ahead and distribute here, negative 5v minus 5. Add my 5, add my 5, 20, these cancel, equals negative 5v. Divide both sides by negative 5. v equals negative 4. So if I put that back in, negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. 15 divided by negative 3 is negative 5. Minus 7 is negative 12. So negative 4 is a solution. It doesn't make this denominator 0. Right? It's negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. That's fine. The only one we want to exclude is 0. We could, what we're really doing in a problem like this is, even though we should maybe just write an x and cross multiply, is I'm multiplying by the common denominator, right? So if I take 6 over k plus, just rewriting it, 10 over k minus 9, the common denominator is k plus 3 times k minus 9. K plus 3, I'm running out of room, k minus 9. But what happens is these cancel here, right? So you're left with what you would get if you just cross multiply, right? So we don't have to think of it in terms of this. right? Because I could write everything in terms of v plus 1 over here, but that just makes it more difficult. This one I wrote out, even though it's kind of goofy, exactly because there's a point I want to make about it. The algebros solve the equation negative 34 over x minus 1 equals negative 3. Which one of their answers do you think is the best answer? Okay, so negative 34 over x minus 1 equals 3. So I write this as 3. I can write it as 3 over 1 and then just cross multiply. Negative 34 times 1 equals 3 times x minus 1. Negative 34 equals 3x minus 3. Add my 3, add my 3. Negative 31 equals 3x divided by 3, divided by 3. These cancel. X equals negative 31 over third. Right? So now let's look at our answer choices. Because what we could do is plug each of them into the problem and see which equals 3. So when you do that, this one, and this one are all equivalent. Negative 10.3 repeating is negative 10 and a third. But if I write it as an improper fraction, it's negative 31 thirds. Right? So on a multiple choice test, I don't know which of these three I choose. This is just rounded to the nearest tenth. But I wouldn't mark any student for choosing any of those three. Maybe they're trying to make a point of always writing it one way over the other. But honestly, if they put that in front of me and they said there's one right answer, I couldn't tell you which one it is. So don't get frustrated at things like that. It's only one question. If it comes up on an exam, just do your best, and if it makes a difference, in the grade, you can bring it up and just factor in if it's worth that. Because I have had teachers who will then regrade every question, and if you missed something different, go ahead and take those points. So some of these writings, obviously the jokes are kind of silly, but yeah, I couldn't, I don't remember which one we picked, but I couldn't tell you which Burst, Kelly, or Sully is the one they're actually looking for, because again, those are all equivalent. I hope this was helpful and enjoyable, and we'll see you on the next one.